To me, this is not surprising, but quite big news is that Yahoo is leaving mainland China as of November 1. So it's already happened. That is huge to me. Microsoft last month announced that they're shutting down LinkedIn in China. Um, and the what they're citing is really that they need to share too much data of about their
Mm.
users
I
with
was
the
wondering if that was
government.
because obviously China has a lot of its own internal social channels and things. I wonder if like LinkedIn wasn't competing, and then because of that didn't want to share information. Same sort of thing with Yahoo. It makes sense.
It's a big market though. They have 850 million internet users versus the US that has only 313 million. So
Mm.
by like that is, I mean, that this article is saying that it's more than twice. I would say it's almost three times the users, really, in
Yeah,
China. So
yeah, but
you're
I mean, if you were to stay in China and China's requesting information about users, would that not be more of a risk to these companies to hand over that data? Because that would also include the data of international people, surely, to continue operating there. And therefore, it's more of a risk for those companies if it were to come out that all this information had been handed over to the government, and then all the users in all the other countries go, "What do you mean you've
Mhm.
given my information to China?" No, and then they leave. It's probably, I mean, yeah, I guess that's why they would have done it. A smarter move to leave than risk the other bit.
That's true. It's true, and you're not wrong, but you're then leaving a huge market, and I wonder what'll happen here. Like, is China gonna have like China's already got, I've seen references to like blah blah blah, the Google of China, or blah blah blah, the WhatsApp of China. There are lots of apps that aren't necessarily copycats. In fact, some of these apps came before the
Hmm.
Western version of it, or inspired the Western version of it. But yeah, longer term, like, okay, so are we allowing private companies to have all this information about us, but not governments? It's a bigger question, and I think for a long time, a lot of companies have wanted to get into China, and it's interesting to see sort of almost a shift in the other direction.
Hmm. Could be
But
political influence as well in the
oh,
current sort of
certainly
climate.
landscape,
Who knows?
yeah.
Yeah.
But definitely something that I wanted to mention, because I think it's big. Like Yahoo,
Yeah.
I don't think Yahoo's been doing well personally. I don't think like I haven't thought about Yahoo for a long time. They sort of got palmed around, had funny rebrands, and haven't been doing well. So for them to leave a big market is a big move. But
Hmm.
I'd be interested to hear, yeah, what other people think. And I don't know many who operate. Like I don't know personally many companies, or individuals who operate within the Chinese space, but um, certainly interesting, especially given like the fact that China, like Huawei, for example, Huawei's Chinese, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. Yeah. So like Huawei, for example, got banned. Like, isn't we were just talking about this the other day as well? Like, they're not really. They've lost their presence in the Western world when they used to dominate that. Like, at one
Hmm.
point, they partnered with Google to build a Google phone,
Yeah.
and I had that phone. It was awesome. Um, so it's definitely politically motivated, but I wonder, yeah, it's a big battle between government and who gets to have all this data and countries.